Gentlefolk! The Lucy Mark production of Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus, Frahm! My name is Stephen. That is not important. There is no test. What is important is getting the players to the stage! For a moment, I thought they stopped looking at me. Quick question. Is there anybody here that's seeing Shakespeare well for the first time? And I thought the first time I'd be, okay, here. Thank you, new friends. Much of my speech is for you. You may have had an opportunity to notice in your program that there are character names but no actor names against them.
Why is that, Stephen?
I'm so glad you asked. We know we're playing Titus Andronicus tonight, but we don't know who's playing what yet.
Uh-oh.
Only the hat knows. Who is first for the hat? It's not always.
You'll be fine.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Saturnius!
Okay, last one. Next.
On a roll.
Yes.
Martius.
All right. What's the hat have in store for you tonight?
Lavinia.
Oh, hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Did you know you're safe from Lavinia? Is that why you're here?
I'm nervous.
That's fair.
Quintus!
Hi guys. Hi. Hey. Who am I gonna be? I don't know. I can't grab one of these. Oh, there we go. There we go. Marcus.
One big name, still one.
Marcus, right?
All right, man.
Veeder!
You will stab me later. It's fine.
Chiron!
All right. Hi, it's Andrea Wallisch.
Hi! Tamora!
I'm okay. All right.
He's the main character.
And Nicole, Allee now?
Lucius!
Lucius.
Everybody.
Which one of these are going to go first?
Bassianus. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Who's he gonna go?
Aaron!
I don't know what's left. Demetrius. That is what the heads will happen. While they're figuring out their role, I need to talk to you about your role tonight. Sorry, I know you weren't expecting word. You guys are playing the audience. That sounds complicated, but it's not. See, the structure conceptually, if we want, it's like Renfair. Don't think about this too hard as I say it. It's the days of Shakespeare, and the actors have just come in from a long day of learning sword fights and complicated dance steps, and they're tired and drink and eat, and so they come to a pub, and all the people next to you that did raise their hands and been there before, nudging the people that haven't been here before, going, here comes some fun stuff. Because they just got sheets of paper from Mr. Shakespeare with all the changes, and they're like, all right, I thought I had 2 pages of that speech, and now it's 2 lines, thanks, guys. So they're all going to be figuring it out to some degree as they go along, because it's changed, it's new and everything. And you're getting to watch this while they're figuring it out for the first time. So that's your role, is to sit there and enjoy it. And they go, that guy's no good. I'm going to boo him. That guy I like, I'm a cheer hero. I'm going to say something sarcastic at this point because that guy is being People hear you because this is a play, it's not a movie. So when they say something to that, don't panic too much. When I say interact with the folks, it's like interact with the folks. Don't have a drunken conversation in the back of how Susan, accounting is such a bitch. Take that out. So that's one of the ways that the Shakespeare raw audience gets to be different from a normal audience. Another way is, while we want you to silence yourself, you can still have it out. You can take pictures and take videos and send them to your friend and go, this is really cool, I'm having a good time today. And then, if you would please, we post it on our Facebook page, on the Boozy Bar Production page, on the event page for this play. On Instagram, we're Boozy Bar MKE. Because, to be honest, you guys are our cheap, best. I keep getting that word wrong. You are the best advertising. You always going to forget something. What's another way? You did mention that.
I did mention that.
Well, he's done with the casting. He'll be over at the bar later on because that's what actors and performers do when they're done performing. They congregate in that area. So in the unlikely but possible event there's extra money hanging out in your pocket as you tip your bartender, you just say, always tip your bartender. Throw $1 or $2. I treat him with the greatest of respect. Feel free to throw $1 or $2. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you can't, you don't have to. But at the same time, it's appreciated. And then we get silly. Not really an option tonight. This one's not good.
Yeah.
Drinking game.
There is a drinking game. Thank you for that. It's going to be really difficult on this one. The drinking game is when something violent happens. Feel free to drink. You can say drink. Yeah. Now, I cannot recommend necessarily that you play the drinking game. I'm pretty sure your doctor will not recommend you play the drinking game. Boozy Bar Productions takes no responsibility for the Uber that has to take you home if you play the drinking game. It's an option. It makes things go by quickly. Next month, we have another show. Well, we have tomorrow and Wednesday. It'll be a different cast slightly. For one thing, I'll be in it. So that's any incentive to come back based on my witty and energetic monologue. There'll be a different song tomorrow and Wednesday as well by the guy who also will be in the show. There. Next month we have the birth of Merlin. You gotta tell me. But on the plus side, we get in free exclusive parties. If it's not, you're really not just us. Jeremy, you might have something to say about some other things we're doing somewhat in the future.
Yes, normally August is the month where I would announce what we are doing in between our regular seasons here. Like our regular season ends in October, it picks up again in March. This is normally the month when I would announce what we are doing. And we do have something in the off season. But I want to put a stop to a certain rumor. There is a rumor going around that we are doing a Christmas show. I want to put an end to that right now. I don't know where it started. We're doing 3 Christmas shows. And we're doing it in 3 different locations. So Black Friday, November 23rd, we will be doing a show at the Brumder Mansion. December 7th, we will be doing a show at West Allee Brewery. And on December 21st, we will be here back at Best Place, not only doing a show, but it'll be our company Christmas party. So feel free to stick around after the show and hang out with us.
I'm sure this might be.
As a matter of fact, we do, Stephen. The show we are doing is Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Raw. Yeah! that show that there is a much better version of a few blocks away. So, but that version at the rep isn't free. This will be. It's a gift. You are there. We will be passing the hat still. However, every cent we make from those shows will go to the Sojourner Family Peace Center here in Milwaukee. It's a great. Yes, it's Black Friday, which is November.
Oh, Black Friday.
Which I want to say is November 23rd. Don't quote me on that. December 7th and the 21st.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. It's almost as if she's writing things down for me.
Give her a hand.
So please, put that down on your calendars, and there will be more, if you follow our Facebook page, there will be more information about that in the coming weeks. But yes, excited for that. Christmas Carol, raw. Woo!
I can't follow. Fireman, you ready?
Yes, sir. Cool, man.
Gas, y'all ready?
I think
That
so.
sounds like chopping up a dick. Most important, cat. The audience, the people with cats in our audience, you ready? I'm getting out of your way. Welcome to Titus Andronicus Room!
Noble patricians, patrons of my rights, I am the firstborn son. What's up, everybody? That was the last that wore the imperial diadem of Rome. Yes. That let my father's honors live in me, nor wrong mine age of my dignity.
If ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep then this passage to the capital, and suffer not dishonor to approach the imperial seat. To virtue consecrate, to justice, continence, and nobility. But let his desert and pure election shine, and Romans fight for freedom in your choice.
Princes that strive by factions and by friends, ambitiously for rule and empery, know that the people of Rome, for whom we stand a special party, have, by common voice, chosen Andronicus, named Titus, for many good and great deserts to Rome. He by the Senate is accident home, from weary wars against the barbarous Goths. 10 years are spent since first he undertook this cause of Rome and chastised with bonds our enemy's pride. And now at last laden with horror's spoils returns the good Andronicus to Rome. Renowned Titus, flourishing in arms, let us entreat by honor of his name, whom worthily you would have now succeeded.
Hail Rome!
Oh boy.
Victorious in thy morning weeds, from whence at first she weighed her anchorage. Cometh Andronicus. Andronicus? Bound with war laurel boughs, to re-salute his country with his tears. Tears of true joy for his return to Rome. Romans! Of 25 valiant sons, behold, the poor remains, alive and dead.
In peace and honor live long, Titus long. My noble lord and father, live in fame. Lo, it is to my tributary tears I render for my brethren's obsequies. And at my feet I kneel with tears of joy. Should on this earth with thy return to Rome, bless me here with thy victorious hand, whose fortune Rome's best citizens applaud.
Kind Rome, yes, that hast thou lovingly reserved the cordial of mine age and glad my heart. Lavinia, live. Outlive thy father's days. might not get married, but fame's eternal wait for virtue's praise.
Long live Lord Titus! Gracious! Triumpher in the eyes of Rome, and welcome, nephews, from successful wars that you survive and that sleep in vain, Titus and Andronicus. People of Rome, whose friend in justice thou hast ever been, send thee by me their tribute, their trust. Be candidatus then, and help to set the head of the headless Rome.
A better head her glorious body fits than this that shakes with age and feebleness. Why should I don this robe and trouble you? Just give me a staff of honor in my age, not a scepter to control the world. Upright he held it, lords, that held it last.
Titus, thou shalt obtain and ask the emperor.
Tribunes, I thank you, I do. And this suit I make, that you create, your emperor's eldest son. Who is he? Look, create him, Lord Saturnine, with whose virtues, well, were you here, Saturn?
I'm right here.
Saturnine! The emperor, yeah! I hope you reflect on Rome, as Titans raise on earth, and right injustice in this commonwealth. The Titan, if you will elect my advice, ground him and say long live your emperor.
Thank you, where's that? Titus Andronicus, for thy favor done to us in our election this day, I give thee thanks. And for an onset, Titus, to avenge thy name and honorable family, Lavinia, will I make my empress?
The fuck?
Have me, Andronicus, stop this motion, please.
Come on! In my worthy lord, and in this match, I hold me highly honored in your grace, and here, instead of Rome and the Saturnine, I consecrate my sword, and my chariot, my prisoners.
We're over here.
Well, worthy Rome's imperial lord. Oh, that's you now.
Thanks, noble Titus, father of my life.
Right, good. Now, Thom, you are prisoner to an emperor. To him that for your honor and your state will use you nobly and your followers.
A good lady, trust me on the cue that I would choose, where I too chose anew. Clear up, fair queen. That cloudy countenance downs all your hopes. Madam, he comforts you, can make you greater than a queen of gods. Lavinia, you are not displeased with this.
Oh, not I, my lord, sir, to no nobility, or to these words in princely courtesy, you fucking man whore.
Well, thanks, sweet Lavinia. Romans, let us go! Ransomless here, we set our prisoners free and proclaim our honors, lords, with trump and drum!
Lord Titus, by your leave, this maid is mine.
Remember? Are you in earnest, then, my lord?
I, noble Titus, am resolved withal to do myself this reason and this right.
Some quick way is our Roman justice. This crimson justice see this but his own.
Hey, let's go.
Love has nothing to do with these marriages.
Brothers, help to convey some hence away with my sword. I'll keep this door safe.
Follow my lord, and I'll soon bring her back.
My lord, you pass not here.
What villain, boy? Paris be my way to Rome.
I just said you're not passing through, brother.
Who is Mutius?
That's me.
Whoa!
Help! Lucius, help!
Well, that's what happens when you make the wrong deal, try to make the wrong guy emperor.
Yeah.
He's not happy.
Anywho, the emperor needs her not, nor her, nor any of the stock. I'll trust my leisure. Him that mocks me once, thee never, nor my traitorous haughty sons. Confederates, all thus to dishonor me, where was there none else in Rome to make a stale, but, pardon I can't pronounce my own name, Saturnine. That sounds good. Okay. Full well, Andronicus, agree these deeds with that brow brag of thine, that saddest I beg the empire, at thy hands in gold by waste. Go. Give that changing piece to him that flourished for her with his sword, a valiant son-in-law thou shalt enjoy. One fit to brandy with thy lawless son, to ruffle in the commonwealth of Rome, and therefore, lovely Tamora, queen of Goths, if thou be pleased with this my son and choice, behold, I choose thee. Tamora for my bride, and will create the Empress of Rome. Speak, Queen of Goths, dost thou applaud her?
And here, in the sight of heaven, to Rome, I swear, if Saturnine advance Tamora, queen of the Goths, she will a handmaiden be to his desires. A loving nurse, a mother to his youth.
Oh, sorry. Ascend the fair queen, Pantheon, Lord, accompany your noble emperor and his lovely bride. Sent by the heavens of Prince Saturnius, whose wisdom hath her fortune conquered. There shall be, thank you, for spousal rights. Ew. Let's go. What the hell?
Oh, Titus, see what thou hast done? In a bad quarrel slain a virtuous son!
No, foolish tribune, no, son of mine, no thou, nor these confederates in the deed that had dishonors all our family. Unworthy brother, unworthy sons.
But let us give him burial as becomes. Give Mutius burial with our brethren.
Get stabbed him. Traitors, away! He rests not in this tomb. This monument, 500 years old, had stood here, none but soldiers and Roman servitors. Bury him where you can. He comes not here.
Suffer thy brother Marcus to inter his noble nephew here in Virtue's nest, that died in honor of Lavinia's cause. Thou art a Roman. Be not barbarous. And not young Mutius then, that thou was thy joy, be barred his entrance hence?
Rise, Marcus, rise. The dismalest day is this that e'er I saw to be dishonored by my sons in Rome. Bury, fine, bury me next.
Here, there, lie the bones. Sweet Mutius with thy friends, till we with trophies do adorn thy tomb.
My lord, to step out of these dreary dumps, how comes it that the subtle queen of gods is a sudden thus advanced in Rome?
I don't know, Marcus. I know this. Whether by device or no, the heavens can tell. Is she not then beholden to a man that brought her for this high good turn so far? Yes. And will nobly him be numerated.
So, Bassianus, you have played your prize. God be rejoiced, sir, if you gallant bride.
And you of yours, my lord, I say no more, nor with no less, and so I take my leave.
Oh my God.
Tis good, sir. You are very short with us, but if we live, we will be as short with you.
My lord, what I have done, as best I may, answer I must, and shall do with my life. Only thus much I give your grace to know, by all the duties that I owe to Rome, this noble gentleman, Lord Titus here, is in opinion and honor wrong, that in the rescue of Lavinia with his own hand did slay his youngest son. In zeal to you and highly moved to wrath, to be controlled, and that he frankly gave. Receive him then to favor Saturnius, that hath expressed himself in all his deeds, a father and a friend to thee, and Rome.
Prince Bassianus, leave. Leave my deeds. 'Tis thou that those that have dishonored me. Rome and the righteous heavens be my judge. How I have loved and honored Saturnine.
My worthy lord, if ever Tamora were gracious in these princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak indifferently for all, and at my sweet, pardon what is past. For my good lord Titus' innocence is, in all, whose fury not dissembled speaks his griefs, but at my suit, look graciously on him. Lose not so noble a friend on vain suppose, nor with sour looks afflict his gentle heart. Dissemble all your griefs and discontents. You are but newly planted in your throne, less than the people and patricians too upon a just survey. Take Titus's part, and so supplant you for ingratitude which Rome reputes to be a heinous sin, yield and entreats, and then let me alone. I'll find a day to massacre them all and make them know what it is to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Come, sweet emperor. Come, Andronicus. Take up this good old man and cheer the heart that dies in tempest of thy angry frown. Go on.
Rise, Titus. My emperor's happy.
Thank your majesty, and her, my lord. These words, look, these looks, infuse new life in me.
Titus, I am incorporate in Rome, a Roman now adopted, happily. And must advise the emperor for his good this day all quarrels die, Andronicus. By my advice, all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty.
Just do that?
Away and talk not to trouble us no more.
Nay, sweet emperor, We must all be friends. The tribune and his nephews kneel. The tribune and his nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied. Sweetheart, look back.
Marcus, for thy sake, and thy brothers here, and my lovely Tamara's entreaty, I do remedy these young men's tiniest faults. Stand up, Lavinia. Though you have left me like a churl, I found a friend, and sure as the death I swore, I will not depart a bachelor from a priest. Come, if the emperor's court can feast you brides, you are my guest, Lavinia, and your friends. This day shall be a lovely day, Tamora.
Tomorrow, and it please your majesty to hunt the panther in the heart of me. With horn and hound will give your grace bonjour.
Dear so, Titus, my grand mercy, too.
Olympus top, safe out of fortune's shot, and sits aloft. Secure thunder's crack, her lightning's flash. Advanced above tales, envy's threatening reach. Upon her wit doth earthly honor wit, and virtue stoops and trembles on her frown. And then Aaron, arm thy heart and fit of thy thoughts, to mount aloft with thy Vestas imperial, and mount on her pitch, whose triumph long hath. Prisoner held, fetters, and amorous chains. And faster bound to Aaron's charming eyes, then Prometheus tied to the Caucasus. Away with the slavish weeds and servile thoughts. I will be bright and shine in the pearl and the gold, to wait upon this loneliness. And wait, said I, to the wanton queen. I shall to the sea to his shipwreck and on his commonweals. Ha! What a storm is this?
Chiron, thy years want wit, thy wits want edge and manners, to intrude where I am graced and may, for aught thou knowst, affect thee.
Demetrius, thou dost overween in all, and so in this, to bear me down with braves. 'Tis not the difference of a year or two makes me less gracious, or 3 more fortunate. I am as able and as fit as thou to serve, and deserve my mistress' praise, and that my sword upon thee shall approve and plead my passions for Lavinia's love. Meanwhile, sir, with what little skill I have, full well shall thou perceive how much I dare.
Oh, I boy, grow ye so brave?
Oh, now lords, so near the emperor's palace you dare open the drawer, and make such a quarrel openly? For shame, put out.
Not I. Till I have sheathed my rapier in his bosom, and withal thrust these reproachful speeches down his throat, that he hath breathed in my dishonor here.
Away, I say! Bound by the gods, the warlock gossip her! The petty rabble will undo us all! My lords, think not how dangerous it is to judge upon the prince's right! Young lords, beware! The truth the emperors know! This George Court's ground, the music would not leave.
Ere in 1,000 deaths would I propose to achieve her, whom I love.
To achieve her, how?
Why makest thou it so strange? She is a woman, therefore may be wooed. She is a woman, therefore may be won. She is Lavinia, therefore must be loved. What man more water glideth by the mill than walks the miller of, and easy it is of a cut loaf to steal a shive. We know, Though Bassianus be the emperor's brother, better than he have worn Vulcan's badge.
Why then does it seem so snatch or would serve your turns?
I so eternally serve.
Aaron, thou hast hit it.
Would you have hit it too? That should not have been tied to you. Why, hark thee, you're such fools that you would square this. Would it offend you then if you were both should speed?
Faith, not me, nor me. So I will run.
My lords, a solemn hunting is at hand, where the woman ladies troop, and the forest walks are wide and spacious, and make many unfrequented plots as they are. Single is thou one in the dainty doe, that strike her whole by force, if not by words, and then come this way our empress with her sacred wit, to villainy and vengeance consecrate. We shall acquit her with what we attend, and she shall file our engines with her advance. The woods are ruthless, dreadful, deaf and dull, where you speak and strike brave lords, and take your turns, and serve your lusts, shadowed in heaven's eyes, and revel in Lavinia's treasure.
I'm so glad it's
No cowardice.
Very good morrow to your majesty! Madam, to you as many, and as good, I promised your grace 100 field.
And you have drunk it. And you have drunk it my sleeve, my lord. Somewhat too early for you married ladies.
We are newly married.
Lavinia, how say you?
I say no. I've been brought away 2 hours and more.
Come on then, horse and chariot, let's have and to our sports. Now shall we see our Rome hunting trouble.
Chiron, we hunt not. We, with horse nor hound, but hope to pluck a dainty doe to drown.
Yeah. Good boys.
That's
I don't trust them.
He that hath wit and think that I had none, to bury so much gold under a tree, and never to inherit it. Let him thinks of me so gently, that though this gold must coin a stratagem, with cunningly effected, will begot a very excellent piece of villainy. So reproach the sweet gold of their unrest, that I'll have the arms out of the emperor's chest.
my lovely Aaron.
Wherefore wouldst thou sad?
When everything doth make a gleeful boast. The green leaves quiver with the cooling winds, and make a checkered shadow on the ground under the sweet shade. Aaron. Let us sit, and while the babbling echo mocks the hounds, replying shrilly to the well-tuned horns, we may each breathe in each other's arms. Our pastimes done possess a golden slumber, while hounds and horns and sweet melodious words be unto us as is a nurse's sleep with lullabies bring her babe asleep.
Madam, to be this governor of desires, saddened the dominator over mine. Vengeance is in my heart, death is in my hand, blood and revenge are hammering at my head. This is the day of doom for Bassianus. His filament must lose her tongue today. The sons may pledge their chastity and wash their hands in Venetus and Bassianus' blood. Shalt thou see this letter? Take it up and pray thee. Got let it go. See? I give the king the fatally plotted scroll, and question me no more we are spying. Now come here the parcel of our hopeful booty, which dreads not the five's destruction. No, great Empress, Bassianus comes. Be cross with him, I'll go fetch thy sons, to come back thy quarrel, whatever they may be.
Who have we here? Rome's royal empress, unfurnished of her well-beseeming troop?
Only a coincidence.
Or is it the unhabited like her who have abandoned her holy groves to see the general hunting in this forest? Young bucks everywhere.
Saucy controller of our private steps. Had I the power that some say Diane had, thy temples should be planted presently with horns, as what was Actaeon's, and the hounds should drive upon thy new transformed limbs, unmannerly intruder as thou art.
Why are you sequestered from all your train? Dismounted from your snow-white godly steed, and wandered hither to an obscure plot, if foul desire have not conducted you. The king, my brother, shall have note of this.
I, for these slips, have made him noted long. Good king, to be so mightily abused.
Why have I patience to endure all this? How now, dear sovereign and our gracious mother, why doth thou highness look so pale and wan?
Have I not reason? Think you to look pale? These two have enticed me hither to this place, a barren, detested vale. You see it is. And when they showed me this abhorred pit, they told me they would bind me here, unto the body of a dismal youth. And lead me to a miserable death.
The fuck?
And then they called me foul adulteress. Lascivious God! And all the bitterest terms that ever earned ear did hear to such effect. And have you not by wondrous fortune come, honey? Yes. This vengeance on me, had they executed, revenge it as you love your mother's life, or be ye not henceforth called my children.
This is a witness that I am your son.
I kind of missed.
If this beast struck me, you might spring.
Hey, Barbara's cover for no good nature. A call tonight.
Give me that poniard.
Yeah, this is gonna get ready to drink some.
You shall know, my boys, your mother's hand shall right your mother's wrongs.
Stay, madam. Here's more belongs to her. First, thrash the corn, then, after burn the straw. This minion stood upon her chastity, upon her nuptial vow, her loyalty, and with that painted hope braves your mightiness. And shall she carry this unto her grave? And if she do, I would I were a eunuch. Drag her, hence her husband to some secret hole, and make his dead trumpet full of lust.
But when ye have the honey ye desire,
Let not this wasp outlive us both to sting.
Tamora, be called a gentle queen, and with thine own hands kill me in this place, which is not like that I have begged so long, for I was slain when Bassianus died.
what beggest thou then?
Fond woman,
Let me go. So should I rob my sweet sons
about me.
Oh wait, that has stayed us here too long.
No grace, no womanhood, and beastly creatures that plot an enemy of our gentle name. Confusion, fall!
Nay, then I will stop your mouth. Big, bring thou her husband. This is the hole where Aaron bid us hide him.
What the bitch?
Farewell, my sons.
See that you make her sure. Ne'er let my heart know merry cheer indeed, till all the Andronici be made away. Now will I hence to see my lovely Aaron, and let my spleenful sons this trull deflower.
Come on, my lord.
Oh, this is pretty good.
Wait till I bring you to this lonesome pit, where I spy a panther fast asleep.
My sight is very dull, wherever it folds.
And mine. I promise you, were not for shame, well, I could leave our sport to sleep a while. Oh shit, there's a pin! I'm still falling, I just ran out of breath!
Art thou fallen? What subtle hole is this, whose mouth is covered with growing briar, upon whose leaves are drops of new shed blood? As fresh as morning dew distilled on flower. A very fatal place it seems to me. Speak, brother! Hast thou hurt thee with the fall?
Oh, brother! With the dismal object hurt, that ever eye with sight made heart lament.
Now, I will fetch the king and find them here, and they will give them slightly guess how they were to make away his brother.
Why dost thou not comfort me and help me out of this fucking hole?
I'm surprised because I'm here.
You're surprised?
Chilling sweat runs over my trembling joints. My heart suspects there's more than mine eye can see. It's very tricky, I think.
To prove thou hast the truth of mine heart, Aaron, and thou look down into this den and see a fearful sight of blood and death. Lord Bassianus lies in brood here. So gross, all the heat, like a slaughtered lamb in this tested, dark, blood-drinking pit. Oh, brother, help me with thy fainting hand. Fear hath made thee faint as it made me have. Out of this spell devouring receptacles hateful of Cautious misty mouth.
Thy hand once more I will not lose again, till thou art here long for I will. Thou canst come to me, I come to thee!
Oh, great!
Okay, along with me. I'll see what hole is here. Okay, along with me, I'll see what hole is here and what he has not, that now is leaked into it. Say thou that lately didst descend into the gaping hollow of the earth.
The unhappy son of old Andronicus, brought hither at a most unlucky hour to find thy brother Bassianus dead.
What the fuck? What? Wait. My brother's dead!
I'm not.
My brother is dead! I found out double chest! He and this lady both of them lodge upon the north side of this pleasant cave, just an hour since I left them there?
We know not where you left him while alive, but now alas, have we found him dead, down here, with me.
And if we miss to meet him handsomely, sweet, handsome Bassianus, 'tis we mean, do now so much as give the grave for him. Though knowest our meeting, look for thy reward among the nettles and the elder tree, which overshades the mouth of that same pit where we decree to bury Bassianus. Do this and purchase us thy lasting friends. O Tamora, has there ever heard of, oh, I guess this is done, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, Tamora, has ever heard of light? This is the pit. This is the pit. And this is the elder tree. This is the tree right here. Oh, tree. Look, sirs, if you can find a huntsman out that should have murdered Bassianus here.
My gracious lord, here is the bag of gold.
Two of my curse of bloody hides. Have you bear for my brother of his wife? Sir, drag them from the pit unto the person. There let the bid unto he had devised. Some never heard of torturing pain for them. Asshole.
Ha, Emperor! Upon my feeble knee I beg this boon. Tears not lightly shed if this fell fault on my cursed sons. A curse is if the fault be proved in them.
If it be proved, you see as a parent. Tamora, who found this letter? Was it you?
Andronicus himself did take it out.
I did, my lord. Yet let me be their bail, for by my father's reverend tomb I vow that they shall be ready in your highness's will to answer their suspicion with their lives.
Thou shalt not bail them. See now, follow me. Some bring the murderer body, some the murderers. Let them not speak a word. The guilt is plain, for by my soul, where they're worse end than death. That debt upon them should be executed.
Go home.
Woo! Yeah, that's right. We go this way.
Hello?
Well, I'm sure that they can resolve all this complication with some punch and some pie. Mostly some pie. Or a little bit. Let's take a 10-minute intermission because both of these are empty. Get ready, go outside, get out, you go over there. We'll get back. Right there.
Very serious play, so I'm going to play a very, very serious song about it. Well, once upon a time, oh Billy Shakespeare wrote a play, and though it was quite violent, it's still performed today. And though our modern thinking tells us violence doesn't work, we're still quite entertained watching a bunch of murderous jerks. Super violent, cannibalistic, Titus and Andronicus. Outside on the primary road. Publius, cut his nose. Here comes Tamora. Here's a special pie for me to use. You might say that I'm making special from the kids' menu.
Things have not gone well while we were in intermission. For everybody. Some people less than others. On that encouraging note, I give you Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus, Act 2 Raw.
Cut thy tongue and rabbit. Write down thy mind! Beware thy needing so, and if thy stumps will let thee play the scribe.
See how with signs and tokens she can scrawl.
Go home, call for sweet water. Wash thy hands.
She has no tongue to call, nor hands to wash, so let's leave her to her silent walks.
And if 'twere the case, I should go hang myself.
Oh, if thou hast hands to help thee knit the cord.
Aww. Who is this? My niece?
That flies away so fast, cousin, where?
Where's my husband?
I do dream when all my wealth would wake me. If I did wake, the planet strike me down. That I may slumber in eternal sleep. Speak, gentle peace. What stars on gentle hands have locked and hewed and made thy bloody bear of our two branches, whose sweet ornaments, whose circling shadows, kings have sought to sleep in. And might not gain so great happiness as thy love. Why dost thou not speak to me? Alas, crimson river of warm blood. Come, let us go. Let us go and make thy father blind. For such a sight will blind a father's eye. 1 hour's storm will drown the fragment meads, and what will hold months of tears in a father's eyes? We will draw it back. For we were born with thee. Or could our mourning ease the misery?
Hear me, brave fathers. Noble tribute, stay! For pity of mine age, whose youth was spent in dangerous wars, whilst you securely slept, be pitiful to my condemned sons, whose souls are not corrupted as 'tis thought. For 20 sons I've wept, because they've died in honor's lofty bed. For these tributes in the dust I write. My heart's deep languor and my soul's sad tears. Let my tears staunch the earth's dry appetite. My son's sweet blood make it shame and blush. What? Oh, reverend tributes, gentle aged men, unbind my son, reverse the doom of death. Let me say, with never wept before, my tears are now prevailing orators.
My gracious Lord, no tribune hears you speak.
Why? Does no matter. Man, if they did hear, they would not mark me. Therefore, I'll tell my sorrows to the stones. Wherefore standest thou with thy weapon drawn?
to rescue my 2 brothers from their death, for which attempt the judges have pronounced my everlasting doom of banishment.
Oh, happy man. They be afraid of you. Foolish Lucius. Dost thou not perceive that Rome is but a wilderness of tigers? Tigers must prey, and Rome affords no prey but me and mine. How happy art thou from these devourers of the banished? But who comes up? Brother Martius here?
Oh,
Titus, prepare thy aged eyes to weep, or if not so, thy noble heart to break. I bring consuming sorrow to thine age.
Will it consume me? Let me see. Marcus!
What's thy daughter?
So she is.
I mean, this object kills me.
Faint-hearted boy with eyes look upon you. Speak, Lavinia. With a cursed hand had made thee handless in thy father's sight. My grief was at height before thou camest. Now let Nihilus disdain its bounds. Give me a sword, I'll chop off my hands too. If they have fought for Rome and all in vain, and they have nursed this woe in speedy life, in bootless prayer, have they been held up and have they served me to effectless use? Now in all service I require of them that as one will help cut the other.
Speak, gentle sister, who have martyred thee?
That delightful engine of our thoughts hath clad them with such pleasing eloquence as torn from forth that pretty hollow cage. Thus I found her, straying in the park, seeking to hide herself, as doth the deer that hath received some unrecurring wound.
It was my dear. And he that wounded her hurt me more than he killed my dad. Now I stand as one upon a rock, environed with the wilderness of sea. Who marks a waxing tide grow wave by wave, expecting ever with some envious surge? What does Bryan's bowels swallow him?
Perhaps she weeps because they killed her husbands, perchance because she knows them is.
Titus Andronicus, my lord, the emperor, sends thy word that thou love thy sons. Let Marcus, Lucius, or thyself, old Titus, any one of you chop off your hand, and send it to the king, for he the same will send you hither both thy sons alive, shall be ransomed for their faults.
Gracious emperor, gentle Aaron, with all my heart I send my emperor my hand. Aaron, wilt thou help me chop it?
Stay, father, for that noble hand of thine, that shall thrown down so many enemies shall not be sent. My hand will serve the turn. My youth can better spare my blood than you, and therefore mine shall save my brother's life.
Which of your hands have not defended Rome, and reared aloft the bloody battle axe, writing destruction in thine enemy's castle? Oh, none, or both, but our high desert. I have been but idle. Let it serve to ransom my 2 nephews from their death. They have it kept where the end.
Nay, come, agree whose hand comes along, for fear die before their blood comes.
My hand shall go!
By heaven it shall not go.
Sirs, strive for war. Such withered herbs as these are meet for plucking up, and therefore mine!
Sweet father, knife I shall be put, my son. Let me redeem my brother's blow from death.
For thy father's sake and thy mother's care now. Let me show a brother's love to thee. Agree between you.
I've already cut mine off.
I'll go fetch Max, but it's a little late.
Go fetch mine. I think I lost it.
I'll use the axe.
What, to find my hand?
It's over there.
Come hither, Aaron. I'll deceive them both. Lend me thy hand, and I'll give thee mine.
If that's to be called deceased, I will be honest that never while has deceived been so. But I'll deceive you in another sort. That you'll say, ere half an hour pass.
Little struggle on, but it's already gone. There it is.
You would say satire. What shall be is dispatched. Good Aaron, give his majesty my hand. Everyone you have is so tall. Tell him it was my hand that warded him from thousand dangers. Bid him bury it. More hath it merited that let it have. As for my sons, I say account of them as jewels purchased at an easy price. And yet dear too, because I broke my oath.
I go, Andronicus, and for thy hand I will look fine by thy son with thee. I mean, how is this villainy doth fat with me this very thoughts of it? Let these fools do good, and family call it grace.
Worthy Andronicus, if ill art thou repaid for that good hand thou sendst the governor, the emperor, give out thy hands, thy heads, and to thee sent back, with his hand over head. In thy griefs their sports, thy resolution marked, that woe is me to think upon thy woes, more than the remembrance of my father's death. And it's a little too late for these two guys to pull themselves together.
Let hot Aetna cool in Sicily and be my heart in ever-burning hell. These miseries are more than may be borne. To weep with them that weep doth see, and some deal, but sorrow found that is double death.
That this sight should make so deep a wound, and yet detested life not shrink thereat. That ever death should let life bear his name, where life hath no more interest but to breathe.
That's gross, Lavinia. Silly.
That kiss is colorless as a frozen water to a star's stain.
When will this fearful slumber have ended? Why? I have not another tear shed. Besides, this sorrow is in me. Would assert my own watery eyes and make them blind with tributary tears. Where shall I find revenge's cave? For these two heads.
They took them off, they were gross.
You seem to speak to me, threaten me. I shall never come to bliss till all this Mischief be returned again, even to the throats that have committed them. Come! You see what task I have to do. You, heavy people, circle me about, that I may turn me to each one of you, and swear upon my soul to right your wrong. Vow is made. You'll trust my brother has made it in his absence. He's taken the heads. Yes, he has. And in this hand, the other I will bear. Well, he's got both. Lavinia, thou shalt be employed these arms. Bear thou my hand, sweet wench. Between thy teeth. There. As for thee, boy, go get thee from this. Thou art an exile, and thou must not stay safe. Hie to the gods and raise an army there. If you love me as I think you do, let's kiss and part. Do as much as you do.
Help, grandchild, help! My Aunt Lavinia follows me everywhere. I know not why. Good Uncle Marcus, see how swift she comes? I know not what you mean.
Stand by me, Lucius. Not feel thy hand.
Loves thee, boy. Too well to do thee harm.
I, when my father was in Rome, she did.
Well, she had hands like
What means standing Lavinia by these signs?
Fear her not, Lucius. Somewhat doth she need. See, Lucius, how she makes of thee. Some whither would she have thee go with her?
Hast thou not guessed wherefore she piles thee thus?
Don't be such a brat. Come on, help out.
I can't guess, unless some fit or frenzy you possess her. For I've heard my grandchild say full oft, extremity of grief would make men mad. Although, my lord, I know my noble aunt loves me as dear as my mother did, and would not but fury fright my youth, which made me down to throw my books and fly. Careless perhaps, but pardon me, sweet aunt. And ma'am, if my Uncle Marcus go, I am most willing to attend your ladyship.
Lucius, I will.
Oh no, Lavinia. Marcus, what means this? Some book here that she desired to see. Which is it, girl? Of these, open them! Boy, help! She lifts up her arms in sequence thus.
What?
You play with books, don't you?
I think she means that there was more than one Confederate in the back.
Who knows? Or else to heaven she leaves them for revenge.
My lord, look here, look here. Lavinia, this sandy plot is plain. Guide, if thou canst, this after me, when I have writ my name without help of any hand at all. Shut up, Lucius!
Cursed be the heart that forced us to this shift.
Right thou good niece, and here display at last what God will have discovered for revenge. Heaven guide thy pen to print thy swords plain, that we may know the traitors of truth.
Do you read, my lord? I can't read. What has she written? Stuprum? Chiron? Demetrius! What? The lustful sons of Tamora? Performers of this heinous, bloody deed?
Calm me, gentle lord, although I know upon this earth to stir a mutiny in the mildest thoughts and the arm of minds of infants and exclaim,
"'Tis sure enough, and you know now. But if you hunt these bear whelps, then beware. The dam will wake, and if she win you once, she with the lion deeply still in league, and lulls him whilst she playeth on her back. And when he sleeps, will she do what she lists. You are a young huntsman, Marcus. Let her alone. Come. I will go get a loaf of brass. A leaf of brass. And with a pad of steel, I will write these words and lay it by. The angry northern wind will blow these sands like Sybil's leaves abroad. And where's your lesson then? Boy, what say you?
What? I say, my lord, if I were a man, their mother's bedchambers should not be safe. For these bad bondmen to the yoke of Rome. I'm a big boy.
my father hath full oft for his ungrateful country done the like.
And uncle, so will I. Am I alive? I'm 8 years old.
Come, go with me into my armory. You're gonna need armor.
Yeah. What's up?
With this? It's a really heavy shirt.
Alright, cool.
I'll fit you with all, my boy. It'll be heavy.
Sweet.
Shall carry me to the embassy. Present that I intend to send them both. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Come. I'll do thy message. Wilt thou not?
Aye, with my dagger in their bosom, grandson, bosom.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
No, boy, not so. I'll teach thee another course.
Alright.
Lavinia! Return. Come, Marcus, look to my house. Lucius and I will go brave it at the court. Aye, marry her well, sir. And we'll be waited at.
So it's...
Yes.
Demetrius! Where is he? Oh, here's the son of Lucius. He has some message to deliver to us.
Aye, it's some mad message from his mad grandfather.
My lords, I am the humblest I say. I greet your honors with Andronicus. And I pray the Roman gods confound you both.
Gramercy, lovely Lucius, what's the news?
That you are both deceived. That the news for villains marked with rape. May it please you, my grandsire, well advised, has sent me the goodliest of weapons from his armory. That's alright. To gratify your honorable youth, the hope of Rome. So, for like he bade me say, and so I do with his gifts presents. Here. And your lordships with, like whenever you have need, you may be armed and appointed well, and so I leave you both, like bloody villains.
Let me see. Now what is to be asked? There's no sound of this old man upon the guilt. Since the weapon wraps around with lines and wound down the feelings to the quick. But with a witness English went afoot, all the drops sunset, and give a rest well as rest a while.
But me more good to see so great a lord basely and secret and send us gifts. Give us a sword in time.
Yeah, that reason, Lord Demetrius. You now use his daughter very friendly.
I
I would we had 1,000 Roman dames, but such a babe. I turned to serve our lust.
Oh, cherish. Careful.
Here lacks but your mother to say amen.
And would she were 20,000 more.
Come, let us go and pray to all the gods for our beloved mother and her pains.
Despiteful and intolerable wrongs! Oh, God! Disclaimer! It's my right. Shall I endure the monstrous villainy? I know from whence. I need a drink, Bryan. Okay, I know from whence the same device proceeded. May this born, as it is the traitorous sons that died by law of murder of our brothers, have by my knees butchered wrongfully? Go! Drag the villain hither by the hair, nor age nor honor shall shape privilege, for this proud mock I'll be by slaughtermen, sly frantic wrench, and holds to make the great in hope thyself like Rome and Rome and me. Before you can be sick! Hi! What news is thee, Amelius?
Arm, my lord. Rome never had more cause. The Goths have gathered had, and with a power high resolved men bent to the spoiled. They hither march amain under conduct of Lucius, son to old Andronicus, who threats in course of his revenge to do as much as ever Coriolanus did.
That one. Continuity.
Is warlike Lucius general of the Goths? Tis he the common people love so much? Myself had often overheard him say when I had walked like a private man that Lucius' banishment was wrongfully, and they have wished that Lucius were further emperor. Why should you fear? Is not your city strong? But the citizens favor Lucius, and will revolt from me to succor him. Okay. Be my thoughts imperious, like thy name. In the sun dimmed that gnats do fly in it, I will enchant the old Andronicus with words more sweet and yet more dangerous than baits to fly or honey stalks to sheep when, as the one is wounded with the bait, the other rotted with delicious sleep. You. Go thou before, be our ambassador. Say that the emperor requests a parley of warlike Lucius, and appoint a meeting even at his father's house, the old Andronicus.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Your bidding I shall do effectually.
Now will I to that old Andronicus and temper him with all the art I have, to pluck proud Lucius from the warlike Goths, and now, sweet emperor, be blithe again, and bury all thy fear in my devices. Sorry. Then go successively and plead to him.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Rome, which signify what hate they bear their emperor, and how desirous of our sight they are. Therefore, great lords, be, as your titles witness, imperious and impatient of your wrongs, and wherein Rome hath done you any scathe, let him make treble satisfaction like stinging bees in hottest summer's day, led by their master to the flowered fields, and be avenged on cursed Tamora. Rabble, 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 listen to it. Thank you all, but who comes here with my lusty It's supposed to be a gossip, Aaron.
What?
Oh, worthy God, this is the incarnate devil that robbed Andronicus of his good hand. Why dost thou speak? What? Deaf, not a word? A halter, soldiers. Hang him on the tree. Get to the
Lucius, save me! I don't do this. These wondrous things, this tiny made banished that I did hear. That was befall that we have. What may befall? Speak no more vengeance. Rot you all!
Say on, and if it please me which thou speakest, thou shalt live.
Would it please you, I assure you, Lucius? It'll vex thy soul to hear what I speak. For others talk of murders and massacres that the black knights and abominable breeds, compounds of mischief, treason, and abilities, rueful to hear, yet previously performed.
Tell on thy mind.
First, know thou that thy empress had 2 sons that murdered Bassianus. They cut thy sister's tongue and ravaged her. They cut her hands and trimmed her as they did saw it.
Oh, detestable villain, callest thou thy trimming?
Why, she was washed and cut and trimmed, and 'twas trim sport for them in the doing it.
Oh, barbarous, beastly villains like thyself!
Indeed, his eye was their tutor to instruct them with the coddling spirit that they had from their mother, a sure card that ever won the set. That bloody mind, I think that they learned it of me. As who dog has ever fought the head? Well, let my deeds and witness of my word. I trained thy brethren in their gleeful hole, their guileful hole, where the dead Bassianus lay. And I wrote the letter that thy father found, and hid thy gold, that letter mentioned. And when I told the empress of this sport, she swooned, almost at the pleasing tale, and for my tidings gave me 20 kisses.
Art thou not sorry for these heinous deeds?
Aye, that I not done 1,000 more!
Bring down the devil, for he must not die so sweet a death as any present Lord.
If there are to be devils, were I to be a word devil, to live and burn in the everlasting fire, I shall have you in company in hell, and torment with my bitter tongue.
Sir, stop his mouth, let him speak no more.
Reporting for you.
Oh God, welcome, Publius. What's the news from Rome?
Lord Lucius, you princes of the gods, the Roman emperor agreed to all by me. He picked me. For he understands you are in arms, and he craves a parley at your father's house, willing you to demand your hostages, and they shall be immediately delivered.
Aemilius, let the emperor give his pledges unto my father and my uncle Marcus, and we will come. March away. Thus, in this strange and sad moment, I will encounter with Andronicus and say, I am revenge. Sent from below to join with him and right his heinous wrongs. Oh, that's never winning. It's more effective.
Beautiful, honey.
Knock at his study where they say he keeps to ruminate strange plots of dire revenge. Tell him, revenge is come to
join with him and work confusion on his enemies.
Who doth molest my contemplation? Is it your trick to make me open the door? Or is it my sad decrees may fly away, and all my study be to no effect?
Titus, I am come to talk with thee.
No, not a word. How can I grace my talk, wanting a hand to give it action? Hast thou the odds of me? No more.
If thou didst know me, thou wouldst talk with me.
I am not mad. I know thee well enough. Witness this wretched stump. Witness these crimson lines. I'm still bleeding. Surgeons in these times. Witness all sorrow, I know thee well. For our proud empress, mighty Tamora. Is thy not coming for my other hand?
Oh, thou sad man. I am not Tamora. She is thy enemy. I thy friend. I am revenge, sent from the infernal kingdom to ease the gnawing vulture of thy mind, by working wreakful vengeance on thy foes. Come down and welcome me in this world's light.
Well, you got a mask, so that tracks.
Lord Tamora wear a mask.
Art thou revenge? And art thou sent to me? To be a torment to my enemies?
I am. Therefore come down and welcome me. These are my ministers. And come with me.
Good Lord. How like the Empress's sons think. And you, Empress, but we worldly men have miserable man mistaking eyes.
Absolutely.
Oh, sweet revenge, how do I come to thee? And if one arm's embracement will not content thee, I will embrace thee by and by.
Okay, Mom. This closing with him fits his lunacy. Whatever I forge to feed his brain-sick fits, I'll make him send for Lucius, his son. And whilst I at a banquet hold him sure I'll find some cunning practice of out of hand, see. Oh, Siri, here it comes. And I must fly my teeth.
Welcome, dread fury, to my woeful house. How like the Empress and her sons you are. But welcome, as you are, what shall we do?
What wouldst thou have us do, Andronicus?
Look round about the wicked streets of Rome, and when thou find'st a man that's like myself, good word, stand him! He's a murderer. Go thou with him, and when it is thy hap to find another that is like thee, good rapine, stab him! For he is a ravisher.
No.
Go thou with them, and in the emperor's court, there is a well, mayest thou know her by thy own proportion. For up and down she doth resemble you. I pray thee, do on them some violent death. For they have been violent to me and mine.
Well, hast thou lessoned us? This shall we do. But would it please thee, good Andronicus, to send for Lucius, thy thrice valiant son, and bid him come and banquet at thy house? When he is there, even at thy solemn feast, I will bring in the Empress and her sons, the Emperor himself and all thy foes, and at thy mercy they shall stoop and kneel, and on them shalt thou ease thy angry heart. What says Andronicus to this device?
Martius, my brother, tis sad Titus calls. Martius! Go, gentle Martius, to thy nephew Lucius. Thou shalt inquire him out among the gods. Bid him repair to me, and bring with him some of the chiefest princes of the gods. Bid him encamp his soldiers where they are, and tell him the emperor and his empress, too, feast at my house. and he shall feast with them. This do thou for my love, and so let him as he regards his aged father's life.
This I will do. I'll soon return again.
Now will I hence about thy business, and take my ministers along with me.
No. Let them stay with me.
Mom.
Or else I'll call my brother back and Market! And cleave to no revenge but Lucius.
Okay. Okay, what say you boys? Will you bide with him while I go tell my lord the emperor, how I have governed our determined jest?
I know them all. Though they suppose me, man, I'll leave them to their own devices. A pair of cursed hellhounds in their den.
Madam, depart with pleasure. Leave us here. Farewell, Andronicus. Revenge now goes to lay a complot to betray thy foes.
Oh, what now?
Oh,
I know. Yeah, thou dost a sweet revenge, farewell.
Bye.
Publius!
Who's that?
Oh, he's my Publius!
What is your will?
No, you these two?
The Empress's sons, I take them Chiron and Demetrius.
No! Publius, stop! Thou art too much deceit, Publius. This one is murder, and this one is rape. And therefore bind them, Publius.
No.
Bind them.
Only woman else.
Often you heard me wish for such an hour, now I find it. Therefore bind them.
No.
Publius, you're gonna really switch up this binding thing.
And stop their mouths as they begin to cry.
Villain, forbear! We are the Emperor's sons!
And therefore do we what we are commanded. Stop close their mouths, let them not speak a word.
Well,
Is he sure bound? Look at them, you bind them fast, and quick too.
Come on. Thy foes are bound! And you thought your dad didn't love you. It's Chiron and Demetrius. Here stands the spring whom you've stayed with fathers. This goodly summer in your winter midst, you've killed her husband. That I didn't mind. But for that vile fault, her brothers were condemned to death. They were also now that I'm mad about. My hand, I cut off my own fucking hand. My both were sweet hands. Her tongue, her hands.
That was on us. Yeah.
Right. Inhuman traitors, you can strike by force. Heart wretches! Are there any wretches in the house? This one hand yet is left to cut your throats.
Do it.
I bet I could even do both at once. You guys cooperate. Whilst sees your guilty blood.
Oh, come on,
You know your mother cause her son to say, I will grind your bones and make some pie. And off the paste and coffin I will rear and make 2 pastries. From each of you. Ooh! Of your shameful heads, 2 pastries, and bid that strumpet your hallowed mother, like to the earth, swallow her own increase. Mom's gonna eat you too. And is the feast that I have bid her to. And this the banquet she sells her feet on. And now prepare your throats. Lavinia. Oh, we're jumped the gun on that one too, didn't we? Receive the blood as you live. And when they're dead, yeah, they're dead. Let me go grind their bones to powder small. Come. Be everyone officious and make this banquet, which I wish may prove more stern and bloody than the centaur's feast. Now bring them in, for I'll play cook and see them ready against their mother comes.
Bring out the tables. I finally have a crown. Drink. Reporting for duty. What? Have the fermented more sons than one?
What boots it thee to call thyself a son?
Rome's emperor and nephew break the park. These quarrels must be quietly debated. The feast is ready, which the careful Titus hath ordained to an honorable end, for peace, for love, for leave, and good to Rome. Please, you therefore draw nigh and take your place.
Marcus, we will. Are we in with the I don't know.
Are we seated?
Yeah, or not. We are.
Welcome all!
Yes.
Oh, sure. Well, fill your stomachs, please, you eat it. I mean,
Obviously. Yeah.
You'd be tragic, leave me alone.
Because I would be ashamed of at all entertain your highness and your empress.
We are beholden to you, good Andronicus.
Oh, good! And if your highness knew my heart, you were. My lord emperor, resolve me this. Was it well done of brash Virginius? Sure. Mutius. To slay his daughter with his own right hand, because she wasn't forced to stay to be flowered.
Well, it was Andronicus.
Your reason, mighty lord?
This pie's so good. Because a girl should not survive her shame, and by her presence still renew her sorrow.
A reason, mighty, strong, and affectionate. A pattern, precedent, and lively warmth. For me, most wretched to perform the like. Die, Lavinia! Die with me! Let thy shame, thy quarrels, father's sorrows die.
What in the fuck hast thou done?
I'm sorry, you didn't like dinner together? I killed her! For whom my tears have made me blind, as I am woeful as Virginius was, and have 1,000 times more cause than he to do this outrage.
You beat your back.
Okay, really good. It's so good. I'm sorry. Alright, so what was she proud? Tell who did the deed. I don't know.
Please, Your Highness, speed. Maybe just skip the forwards and just shove your face in. Go ahead.
Why hast thou slain thy only daughter thus? It doesn't make a lot of sense.
I don't really.
For entertainment's sake, I'll warn you.
It was entertaining going on.
Not I.
Good show.
It was not I! Oh. 'Twas Chiron and Demetrius. They ravished her and cut away her tongue. And then 'twas they that did her all this.
Did you see her out?
Well, then go fetch them! Seriously! Go fetch them and pay her to us presently!
My babies did nothing of this.
No.
Why? They are both baked in that pie. Wherefore their mother daintily hath fed. Go ahead, have another bite. Eating the flesh that she herself has bred. Are you kidding? Oh, I already missed the truth. It's true!
What the?
Quickness, mine, not a sharp.
Oh, God! And they're so good too. Alright, shit got real. Die! Frantic wretch for this actress deed!
Very well done.
And that pie was good!
Can the son's eye behold his father's blade? There's need for me than death!
Sad-faced men. People and sons of Rome better know. By uproar severed, like a flight of fowl scattered by winds and high tempestuous gusts. Oh, let me teach you how to knit again this scattered cord into one mutual sheaf. These broken limbs into one body, as Rome herself, vain unto herself. Dear friend, here is a captain. Let him tell the tale. Your hearts will throb and weep to hear him speak.
Then, noble auditory, be it known to you that cursed Chiron
Thank you for somebody getting that check.
Thank you.
Now, okay, we reset. All right. Performers back on stage. Martius. I believe that was Mutius. We have Demetrius was on Andrew Butler.
I clearly got off scot-free.
So against the curtain. Marcus. Got a mark? Absolutely surprised. Bassianus. And Saturnius was Seefeldt. And if I remember correctly, Tamora was Bassianus. I hit her as well. Lavinia was Nicole. And not least by any stretch of the imagination, Titus Andronicus was our judge. I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to remind you that we're here again tomorrow and Wednesday. If in the event that this entertained you, if you felt it didn't entertain you enough, try again tomorrow. Better, you never know. Next month we've got September 10th through the 12th. We got Birth of Merlin, Free with Spring Supplies again. Shakespeare show, but it's free. So come to this, come to that, come to all the things that Bryan said, come to all the things that Josh said, come to here just in general. And then we've got the car play, and then got the Christmas Carol and all that. So we'd like to thank all the performers for making it here. Most importantly, yes, I would like to thank each and every one of you. Because without you, we are just a